But even in the main game, you're allowing them to go and play the more traditional way versus the new way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So RuneScape membership carries on both products. So you can play RuneScape, you can play old school RuneScape with your same membership, but they're kind of separate characters, if you like. It's almost in a different time continuum that they exist.
And then in the new game, you can also have a choice when it comes to the actual control and combat.
Yeah, so something we brought back this summer, or brought in this summer, was a legacy version of the combat system and the game's interfaces. One of the things we've updated over the last few years was the way you interact with the game. We've made combat a little bit more action-packed. We've made the interfaces much more customizable, but some players said to us, look, we really just liked it how it was. So for them, again, through the poll system, we allowed, we had a poll to see if they wanted us to put time into bringing these old features back, and enough of them did that we implemented them. And this summer, we launched them into the game, and that was really popular. So we've still got, even in what we call the main game, which has most of the updates, there's still like a retro mode inside of it, and that kind of allows players to migrate through the different newer systems we've brought in at their own pace.
What do you think it is? It's over 13 years now, I believe it is. People have been playing this game, over 230 million accounts, that keeps this game going, you know, even as it faces so much competition from all over the place.
So I think there's a few reasons. One is that we update it every week, so people's membership is kind of like a content subscription, almost whether it's a soap opera, Netflix. There's an idea that if you're paying, you're getting something new and interesting every week, and a lot of people, like our core players, are playing that every week and they're enjoying all the new stuff. But even if people take a break, when they come back, they've got maybe a few months worth of content to catch up on. There's loads of stuff to chew through. So I think also it's fairly cheap, so like a lot of content at a fairly good price. It's a good value proposition for people. I think the other reason is that the game's really quite different. Everyone says they're unique, and that's fair enough, but I think RuneScape doesn't have many people in its genre, many other competitors in the genre that are particularly close. There's a lot of games that are clones of Warcraft, and that's cool. I love Warcraft, it's no problem, but we are in our own subgenre. Structured sandbox, huge amount of freedom, but it's also still got lots of story and lots of goals and objectives, but without being on a tight path. Lots of different ways of customizing your character, lots of different ways of leveling up and choosing your path through the game, and I think that combination isn't anything that anyone else offers, really. And I think that means people keep coming back to RuneScape. It's also fairly low intensity as a game. It's very social, so you can play and chat at the same time. You can play and do live streaming. You can play inside the game as you're training your character, but you can also play the internal stock exchange at the same time. It's a very multi-layered game without being super intensive that demands your whole attention all of the time. It's a nice, relaxed experience.
Can you also talk a little bit about bonds, explain what they are, and since they've been introduced, how players are actually using them to not only pay for the game, but to travel to things like RuneFest?
Yeah. So in September last year, so about a year ago, we introduced bonds into RuneScape. This is an in-game item that, you can essentially buy a bond from another player, and the bond represents real-world currency, and you can, so I can play the game, earn gold pieces, which is the currency of the game. I can buy a bond off you, and I can use that bond to pay for membership, to pay for rune coins, and as you said, like even pay for tickets to our fan convention, hotel rooms, flights to the UK, using this in-game currency. So it kind of allows players with more money to subsidise the players with less, and you can pay for any of our premium services just through playing the game without ever having to spend real money. So the game's always been free to play. We've always evolved our free to play business model, and this kind of brings it full circle, where every premium aspect of the game you can get completely for free just by playing.